Hey everybody, Captain C.A. Richardson here from Flats Class YouTube, and today I've got a great bull red fishing tip. That's right, I'm packing gear right now to get ready for my journey out to Cajun Fishing Adventures, which is right there in Lower Louisiana in Plaquemines Parish. Well, there's two styles of bull red fishing that we do there, and I'm going to share them both with you today on Flats Class YouTube. Stay tuned. All right, the first style of the fishing that I like to do for bull redfish out there in Louisiana is topwater. That's right. This is the old school Papa Dog. You'll notice that I've got it rigged with single inline hooks. These inline hooks give me a lot better chance to land a fish because some of these fish go anywhere in these little coves. I'm talking about fish in the coves at the end of the passes up against the bank. So the water's going to be 1 to 3 feet deep. They're chasing mullet in there, so the Papa Dog or the He Dog are perfect baits for this. You can get by with a She Dog or maybe even a Top Dog Jr., but these bigger baits work much better. They cull out the smaller redfish. So you're going to get nothing but bulls with these. Remember, upgrade to split rings too. I've got super strong split rings on here. These are number 3 size inline hooks. I've got this on a medium heavy action rod. This is the Lowrider 20 series. They don't have it anymore, but it's one of my favorite rods. It's a good medium heavy action rod. And I've got a Corrado 200 on here, which gives me a lot of drag and a lot of smooth casting ability. One of my favorite setups for catching reds on those outside points and coves near the passes in 1 to 3 feet of water. Now, what you're gonna need to learn how to do is catch those big redfish, the ones that you want to catch, the ones that are bigger than 35 inches long, where a small one might be 15 pounds and a big one, well, they could be 25 or 30 pounds. Stay tuned for that tip now. All right, the second way to catch massive redfish when I'm out there on my destination charters is to use an oversized piece of equipment. And what I like to start off with is these H&H corks work great. The 4 Horsemen's work great. The thing they all have in common is they are very noisy and they're almost indestructible until the cork starts to disappear, and it will, because that styrofoam is going to get chewed on and chewed on and chewed on by fish. I actually have a 2.5 foot leader here to my jig. Now that's a pretty robust hook there. That's a jig head. That's a 1/4 ounce jig head, but it's got a super robust 5/0 hook on it. I've got a 5-inch Z-Man jerk shads. This is the fried bologna color, which is one of our custom colors that I like to throw out there. The leader I'm using is 50 pounds. And oftentimes, if the fish are big enough, I even switch to 60, especially if the big Jack Crevalle are around. Now the rod, you're probably wondering about the rod. The rod I'm using is actually a rod that we use for tarpon fishing, a little bit of tarpon fishing, and mostly inlet or pass snook fishing. It's an 8-foot pass special from Falcon. This is in the Clearwater series, 8-foot rod. I've got it paired up with a 6,000, that's right, a 6,000 because of the jacks. There's also a big black drum out there, but a 6,000 reel, that gives me plenty of heft. I've got that loaded with 30-pound braid. This is a great setup. The Shimano Saragosas are excellent for this kind of heavy work. You can drop it down if you'd like a little less weight for pop and cork fishing. You can drop it down to the Shimano Saragosa 5000 if you like. But I'm telling you, if you give these 2 setups a chance, you're going to have a great time out in Louisiana bull red fishing. Now let's wrap all this up. I know it's a mess, but I'm leaving. I'll worry about it when I get back. But hopefully, if you employ both that topwater bull redfish tip and the popping cork bull redfish tip, if you get an opportunity, whether you're visiting Louisiana, the Biloxi Marsh off the Mississippi coast, or even if you're fishing over at the Dixie Bar there in Mobile, Alabama, all these places are notorious or infamous for giant bull redfish. And those 2 setups will definitely get the job done. Back to packing for me. I've got a lot to do in a short period of time. So until next time, Captain C.A. Richardson for Flats Class YouTube, signing off. And hey, if you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe and tell your friends. We're here to make you a better fisherman.